We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the penultimate from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ready, set. Right, right. Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert up to the 20. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucs and Cards from Glendale. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Rodgers. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Ready?
3.5 to go, first quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
Here we go.
Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins had 8-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow, go.
Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 and now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Preston Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Christian Watson, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they're knocking on the door now, as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Hey, 626. We are going. All right. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Get 300! Get 300! Back foot! To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
6. Ready.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Ready,
so they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Red, yellow. Cut.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Down.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Green Jack. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Mostert forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes the whole team, doesn't it? And now when you have the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This one caught by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Red, cycle. Drill green.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Snap, red. Ready?
Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
You yell it. Needle blue.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. From the gun, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 8.
Tua going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe the routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Wide left. Uncle, over here. Side.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And
the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Red, yellow, blaster, stick.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Green jack. Set, go. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
88.
Running right, Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Back north. Go to 50. 10-30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on.